So yung mga utterances, unnecessary utterances, no? Okay? Ready na ba?
Ready na pa, Doc? Kita na ba?
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone, and may I be the last reporter, but this will not be the last reporting or presentations to be done for many subjects to come. So there's a saying, if you can measure it, you can manage it. So this quote emphasizes the fundamental principle that effective management requires clear and measurable objectives, as what the previous reporters or the presenters emphasizes the clear and measurable objectives to be able to be effective in managing. And it highlights the importance of matrix for effective management. Next, please. So, the title of my discussion for this afternoon is Balance Scorecard. So my topic is interrelated or interconnected from the previous presenters, Doc Rene, Doc Fred, and Doc Michael. Next, please. So what is the Balance Scorecard or BSC? The Balance Scorecard is a framework for evaluating a company that goes beyond its financial performance to also take into account the company's success in satisfying customers, operating effectively, and innovating for the future. Next, please. This four-pronged approach to grading a company was introduced by business scholars Robert S. Kaplan and David P. Norton in a Harvard Business Review article in 1992. Next, please. Their broadened performance measurement is designed to give organizations a complete picture of their overall health and help leaders implement long-term strategy, synchronize daily operations with their objectives, and foster ongoing enhancements. The balanced scorecard approach has been adopted by many companies, and few of them are Fortune 500 corporations, including Apple and Volkswagen atong pagsulti, but in Germany that is Volkswagen, as well as public sector organizations and non-profits. Next, please. So, balanced scorecard is a strategic management performance metric used to identify and improve various internal business functions and the resulting external outcomes. Next, please. So, as we understand the balanced scorecard introduced by Kaplan and Norton, what you measure is what you get. So it highlights the need for a more balanced set of metrics to steer organizational behavior towards strategic objectives. So they demonstrated through case study research that, next please, that in traditional financial metrics or the ROI or return on investment and EBITDA or the earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization often fail to capture the drivers of future. So kung magtutok lang sa in tradition, so tutok lang sa financial matrix, nalimtan ang drivers of future which are the process capabilities and employee competencies. Next, please. So according to Kaplan and Norton proposed that organization strategic priorities gidungagan nila, so for ROI and EBITDA gidungagan og customer, internal process, and learning and growth measures to financial data, creating a multidimensional dashboard that reflects an organization's strategic priorities. Next, please. This integration enabled managers to focus on leading indicators of success rather than relying solely in lagging financial results that could mask emerging opportunities or risk. So, integrate na nila para mamahimo nga ang mga managers focus not just only solely to financial results but daghan pa mga opportunities nga makitaan. Next please. So beyond its academic roots, the balanced scorecard quickly became a popular tool in strategic planning cycles.